Christ Community Church in Welland is getting creative with their fundraising ideas. And if you're a fan of food, you're going to really love what they've got cooking.
We had a meeting, I want to say back in January, February, after some discussion about what we were going to do with sort of the COVID, the post-COVID, to pay homage to the women, both of our church and Highway Chapel, who combined, in a combined effort, provided us with recipes so that we could put together a cookbook. And one of our members, Ron Graham, during the conversation kind of stepped up, and he's somebody with very few words, so when he says something, you pay attention. And he said, why don't we do a cooking show? So that's what generated the discussion, and shortly after that was born the idea that we would do a monthly segment to pay homage to mostly to the seniors. We do have a few men and some other individuals, but mostly it was seniors who put pen to paper and gave us these recipes. I think we have 140 in total. The two gentlemen that are doing the cooking, Gord Hatcher hails from our community. He's one of our community partners and provides a lot of funding for different initiatives that we've had over the years here at Christ Community Church. And he's also a volunteer. He's been involved in some of our cooking initiatives, which is why his name came up. We ran a bacon bagel breakfast pre-COVID. And he was one of the chefs that was here every Sunday morning, bright and early at 6:30 to feed some homeless and people that were struggling with food insecurity. And then Robert is a member of Christ Community Church and is just a quiet, active participant, but he also loves food, so this is a good opportunity for him to sample his wares.
What other purposes for the show?
Yeah, so we talked about doing a wall calendar, and we felt that the wall calendars typically can be shelved, disappear. So we talked about a desk calendar, which is something that would have a recipe, typically a picture of somebody who provided the recipe, and then the calendar on the opposite side. And so it would be something sitting on someone's desk that you're going to tend to look at on a regular basis, which means you're more likely to produce that recipe or at least try it out. The proceeds of these calendars, and if donations come in, will go to Autism Niagara, which is here in this little missional church. They're here in the summer right now. They've been kind of shut down over COVID time, but they're just looking to start back up again. So anything that we can do to help contribute to them, that's what we're doing with the monies.
We ran a child care center for a dozen years. And we dealt with a lot of families and children who had autism. So we knew that the immediate context of Christ Community Church was one of high numbers of poverty, addictions, and mental health challenges. When we ceased to operate the daycare center, we wanted to create a home for Autism Ontario because there were no services available in Welland or in South Niagara. So in partnership with them, we set out to provide them with a rent-free home. And we raised money from within the church, but also from beyond the walls of the church to provide that rent coverage for them so that they could locate some of their services in Welland for the benefit of South Niagara.
Thanks to Christ Community Church here in Welland for inviting us out here today. To keep updated on their latest cooking show, head over to cccwelland.com for their latest episode. That should be coming out in the next couple of months. And if the ribs are any indication...
Like everybody else.
Wow. Well, I guess I'm going to have to wait. Reporting from the source, I'm Andrew Perry.